Ah, hello everybody. Hopefully you're getting this. Aha! There, Facebook just got added. Facebook apparently was having the problems. So, whatever. Facebook can have the problems for all I care. They are causing problems around the world. Hey everybody, thank you for checking in on our final order cutoff show. My name is Brandon. I'm here to gently caress you through the world of all of the comics that are on Final Order Cutoff. As always, it's going to be weird and disjointed because that's how I do it. And there's a little something to kind of let you folks know about. It hasn't been properly announced yet, but we did get an email from DC saying that Bendis's upcoming Justice League start is going to have some Snyder Cut variants. They just got added. Okay, they just got added to the Lunar site, so I can share that to you. Because I was looking for them literally right before we were doing this, and I guess they kind of popped them up. So, for those of you who are interested, I need to know those numbers tonight, tomorrow morning. And I'm going to share the pictures with you. Sometimes just the way that we obtain our stuff up here in ye old Canada means that we got a quick turnaround for some late announced variants. So I wanted to share that with you. So you've got your regular Justice League 59 and your wraparound Justice League 59. Which I guess we could probably adjust our orders on these still, considering that these new covers were announced. I love the double page or the double cover spread. That's going to be cool. But there's also, you keep playing, you dork. Might have to keep doing that. There's also these new announced Zack Snyder's Justice League variants that are very serious. But they do have some stellar art by here, Librahamo, who is absolutely awesome. We got Liam Sharp turning in some good works. And there is another one that should be around. It's weird. Anyways, there's supposed to be a Jim Lee cover as well. A Gimli cover, as I like to say. And there's some black and whites for some ratios, which we're probably not going to hit 50. We'll probably hit 25 for sure. But yeah, they're just popping those up there. Maybe at the end of this, I can see if they got the rest of them kicking around. But hey, that all said, let's kick off with DC then, since we're just lingering on this page, and then I don't have to stop the stream to figure out to go back to it. So we've got Action Comics 1029. This has the writer Philip Kennedy Johnson rocking out the two-parter from Superman. So anybody getting Superman, anybody getting Action is going to get both of these, just so you're not missing anything. And if you like the Midnighter story that was happening in the Future State books, you'll have some more of that. It was wild and kinetic. Look at this absolutely gorgeous cover by Totino Tedesco. Just amazing work. I really like their stuff. This is essentially a new number one with Jin Luen Yang going around the different multiverses and finding different stories about Superman and the Man of Steel. So you see more of a classic Superman shield here. As we delve into the parallel lives of the Man of Steel and the Dark Knight, we'll meet new villains, new heroes, alternate realities, and a trans-dimensional collision that you will have to see to believe. It's the dastardly debut of a cadre might be saying that right, of new villains, including the Spider Lady and her poisonous webs, Dr. Webb, who sports a kryptonite pendant, and the mechanical machinations of the unknown wizard. You've never seen Batman and Superman like this before, so buckle up and get ready for the start of a new era, courtesy of Gene Luen and artist Ivan Reis. So yeah, this is definitely more of a Silver Agey feel. They're definitely doing a more Silver Agey story there. Austin says, please put me down for one of each of them. I can absolutely do that for you. I don't have my notepad here, but that's okay. I'll just go back through the comments after we done here. But yeah, I'm very excited about that because it gets us all kinds of different stories. You can tell a whole lot about characters when you're not encumbered by, say, their specific parameters in different eras. Also very excited about Mariko Tamaki and Dan Mora taking over Detective Comics with this issue officially. Future State might beat over, but the present looks tense. Present tense. Womp womp. With the loss of his fortune and manor, the election of Mayor Nakano, and the growing anti-vigilante sentiment in Gotham, Bruce Wayne must rethink how to be Batman or risk being left behind by his own city. To make matters worse, a catastrophic crime wave has taken hold of the city, culminating in a murder mystery that hits close to home. The suspects mount and the clues multiply, and the trail of bodies has not ended yet. So I'm very excited for this. 1 second here. Don't want to burp right into a microphone. I don't think that would be good for anybody. Their Dark Detective in Future State was absolutely amazing. They're super talented folks. You have your co-feature story that actually helps launch the new Robin series by Joshua Williamson and Melikov. And that's going to be really cool. I'm also super excited for the new Harley Quinn series by Stephanie Phillips and Riley Rossmo. Riley Rossmo, good old-fashioned Calgarian boy, Alberta, Berta, as the Central Albertans would say, I being one of them originally. This basically takes place in the aftermath of the Joker War. Gotham City is trying to recover from basically a traumatic experience, and Harley Quinn wants to do her help. Harley Quinn is here to let everybody know that I got a brand new monthly series here with brand new status quo, coming back to Gotham City to make up for the sins of my past and help the city recover from the Joker War. But there's no welcoming committee waiting for me. Your favorite, Maid of Mischief. And between you and me, some real creeps are working to keep the city broken. We can't let that happen, will we? Yeah, creeps gonna be creeps. I am not generally a fan of a lot of the comic book Harley Quinn stories, but I have really, really enjoyed the Future State Harley Quinn that Stephanie Phillips put together with Samantha DeMeo. Oh my goodness, it was just absolutely wonderful, and it brought in aspects of Harley's psychiatry degree in how she dealt with problems. It was just absolutely stunning. One of the things that I'm actually super, super excited for is this new all ages Johnny Constantine for folks out there who would get persnickety about such things. I understand why. An all ages graphic novel, The Mystery of the Meanest Teacher. Look at that boy with his lollipop. That kid is going to have some vices. It's going to be a wonderful all ages story. Ryan North, you might know from having done all of the Squirrel Girl issues recently, having written them, and Derek Charm as the artist on the last half of that run. They also worked together a little bit on Jughead. It's going to be a wonderful book. I'm extremely excited to read this. In fact, I could probably scoop through maybe a preview PDF. Might have to do some digging because this is something I'm super excited for. Yeah, just supernatural mystery, but sort of like in the YA style, featuring John Constantine. You're gonna loves it. Another cool thing to look out for is Poison Ivy Thorns. There's something unusual about Pamela Isley, the girl who hides behind her bright red hair, the girl who won't let anyone see what's inside her. to see what's lurking behind the curtains. I'm relatively certain we might have gone through this last week because I remember reading this out, but still, it's going to be cool. The girl who goes to extreme lengths to care for a few plants. Pamela Isley does not trust other people, especially men. They always want something from her, something she's not willing to give. When a cute goth girl, Alice O, comes into Pamela's life after an accident at the local park, she makes her feel like pulling back the curtains and letting the sunshine in. But there are some dark secrets deep within the Isley house. Secrets Pamela's father has warned must remain hidden. Secrets that could turn deadly and destroy the one person who's ever cared about Pamela, or as her mother preferred to call her, Ivy. Will Pamela open herself in up to the possibilities of love, or will she be forever transformed by the thorny vines of revenge? 50-50 on whether that breaks good or bad for her. Strange Adventures is continuing. That is a wonderful series that I've been really enjoying. That really talks about our perception of folks. Ease good times. Teen Titans Academy #1 shows up as being on some F.O.C. Folks are really excited about this. I don't know why it's not showing the second cover because the second cover is available. But here's what we have. Welcome to Teen Titans Academy, packed with both new superpowered teens and numerous dark secrets. The Teen Titans Academy student body includes Shazam, a new Australian speedster, a trio of Gotham teens, expatriates obsessed with Batman, and one member of this first class will become the deadly Red X. Original new Teen Titans include Nightwing, Starfire, Raven, Cyborg, and Beast Boy. They all take on the roles of the teachers and mentors for these super-powered teens. Their goal, to shape the next generation of heroes. If you've seen what happened in Future State, that might end badly. But we're trying to avoid this bad future. We're armed with the information. They're not. And so it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening. It'll be really cool. And also the Suicide Squad, Bad Blood. It's the Tom Taylor run. Tom Taylor is absolutely amazing about making you care about a lot of characters, maybe in the span of like half a page before some wild things either happen to them or they do a wild thing. Oh my goodness, an absolutely phenomenal run. I highly actually recommend getting it in hardcover. It would go good with any of the Deceased ones that you might have, which he also did and has been really good at. Deceased is a book that really I thought I wouldn't enjoy because I don't like murder books, and that is a very big murder book. But oh my goodness, was Deceased just a joy to experience. While some heroes got harmed. Womp womp. Austin says, what? Another speedster? Yeah, it's happening. It's happening everywhere. So many speedsters. DC does loves them. All right, so that is going to be the DC stuff. Whoop. Yeah, we did. Awesome. What else do we got? Oh yeah, Lunar finally sent off the email showing some of the variants. They're still not showing the Jim Lee variant, maybe because they do not have it. Yeah, they don't have the picture for it. Because of course they don't. It's Jim Lee. He's always a little bit late on that front. DC also just, like literally I'm opening these emails and being like, oh, okay. But yeah. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that I can show you this image, mostly because they want my orders right away. Even though they generally say that we should not be sharing various images that we get in these newsletters. So, share. So this is your Jim Lee cover. They don't have the trade dress on it, probably because they literally just got it in and sent it out at end of day, because that would be 5 p.m. on the East Coast when they kind of would have put this together. So yeah, just so you're aware, those are available. Got Austin's order for them, and I will be adding them to the F.O.C. email that will be going out later today to make sure that nobody misses the things that they want. All right. Let's get to the everything. Very, very shiny. All right. Let's share that screen. I'm going to find a background music service that just doesn't stop every now and then. I would love that. That'd be cool. Sharing a screen. Vamping for time. Cause I'm a professional. All right. Up top is Image Comics. We've got the second Reckless book. As usual with this, they tend to have a book plate available for us. If they do, the first 20 people will end up getting one of those. They're always signed by the creators. If not, you can still get a phenomenal book. We always order a bunch of them. Oh yeah, book plate. There you are. They're right there. So got those coming in. This is very exciting because the Invincible trailer is actually out today. Right, it still won't let me open this in the specific window. So always can't show you up close. But the Invincible #1 Amazon Prime Video Edition, it's a reprint of the first issue of Invincible to kind of tie in with the Invincible animated show coming out March 26th. So this will be in stores just 10-ish, 9-ish days before the show premieres on Amazon, and that's going to be pretty freaking exciting. I love Invincible. The animation looks a little funky, but whatever. We're all gonna survive this, all of us. Very excited for the second volume of Philadelphia. That is a wonderful series about crime in Philadelphia and vampires, basically. Just a phenomenal book written by Rodney Barnes, as you can see here, writer behind such hit shows Wu-Tang, An American Saga, and Stars American Gods. He also worked on Hulu's Runaways show for Marvel before that stopped, and I love that show. The art by Jason Sean Alexander is phenomenal. He does some amazing work. Fairly sketchy to just sort of like give it the broadest term, but just absolutely great and phenomenal. Second issue of Radiant Black, the new superhero book from Image, is coming out. If you haven't checked out the first one, it's about a young writer who is in copious amounts of debt, moves back to his hometown, and accidentally kind of stumbles into some powers. And kind of what is he going to do with it? Is he going to fix his debt? Is he going to help some people? Is he going to do both? Interesting thing to think about. And there's also an opposite of him out and about. Not huge spoilers. It's just sort of how that story kind of runs, because I just kind of hint at some stuff. Ultra Mega. This, I believed, was described to be as murder Power Rangers fighting kaiju, which could interest a lot of people. A cosmic plague has spread, transforming everyday people into violent, monstrous kaiju. Only the Ultra Mega 3 individuals imbued with incredible powers hold the line against this madness. Their battle cries level cities and leave untold horror in their wake. And now the final reckoning approaches for the Ultra Mega. But is this a war they can even win? Fight monsters and stand with humanity in this new Skybound original from the greatest artist from his generation. Wow, that is a pull. James Herron and Eisner Award-winning colorist Dave Stewart. Each issue is extra sized with a 60-page debut that can hardly contain the giant heroes, creatures, and devastation. Yeah, very excited about that. I should probably read the PDF that they sent us, singing a song. This is also that gorgeous Action Comics cover. This is the same artist. He's really good. I wish I could blow that up for you. but doesn't let me do that. All right, for Dark Horse, very excited about Orphan and the Five Beasts. I wish I could blow this up too because it's got some beautiful James Stokoe art. James Stokoe has just absolutely incredible detail in his art. We have the book Sobek in our store that we got from a short box that you're not really going to find in very many places or very many comic stores except for ours and maybe a couple others in and around. I believe Wonder Harbor still might have some because we help each other out with orders like that. A brand new kung fu epic from James Stokoe, the creator behind Orkstein and Aliens Dead Orbit. Yeah, he did an Aliens book that was wild. Spurred on by her master's dying words, the adopted warrior Orphan Mo seeks to find and kill 5 former disciples who now threaten the land with corruption from their demonic powers. Part 5 deadly venoms and part surreal grindhouse. James Stokoe brings his knack for the ultra detailed fantasy imagery and over the top violence to this classic tale of revenge. Yeah, good Lord, that is going to look gorgeous. I'm hoping for an oversized hardcover, which they tend to do with a lot of James Stokoe's work. You've got some more young Hellboy. It's basically YA Hellboy, written by Mike Mignola, has been really good. And Skulldigger and Skeleton Boy is part of Jeff Lemire's Black Hammer universe. This one's sort of more of a Batman-ish style character. And so if you're looking for some like Gotham style storytelling that's not beholden to like Batman rules, y'all got something going there. Interesting comment from Twitch about B movie. Which hey, we all love what we love. What do we got from IDW? I'm really excited for another Corgi volume. It is the last volume. It's taken 14 years from the first one to go through, but it's basically if you want a magical exploration series with a Corgi, you got yourself something. And it has been super, super great. A second printing of Last Ronin #2 from TMNT is out. The second issue of Last Ronin featured IDW's highest print run of a book since their inception. So that's really cool. Also, if you want to get in on ground floor of Usagi Yojimbo, the first volume of Origins is coming out soon. And that will have all of the original stories from Usagi Yojimbo presented in full color for the first time ever. DC would gonna skip because it's always weird to have it on the Diamond site. This I'm excited about, the new Black Knight series. It's weird to say I'm excited about the new Black Knight series, but we got a little taste of it during King in Black, and it's going to be weird and bonkers. As we have here, Dane Whitman is the Black Knight and wielder of the magical ebony blade, but the blade's power comes at a terrible price. Dane forever bears the burden of its curse, an insatiable lust for blood and mayhem that constantly threatens to swallow its owner in darkness. Must that be Dane's fate? Following the battle against the King in Black, a reinvigorated Dane has a greater sense of purpose than ever before, but his sword is the key to a new enemy's evil plan, and only the Black Knight can prevent the coming death and destruction. This conflict, spanning mythical Camelot to modern day New York City, will test Dane like never before and challenge everything that he believes about himself, the Ebony Blade, and the entire history of the Black Knight. I really like that character because it really does sort of with having this power that is built to corrupt you, this thing that gives you more than you have as a regular human, and how you choose to wield that, and the ways that it might turn you. Just absolutely wonderful book. The Captain America anniversary tribute, I believe, is back on F.O.C. So I know that some people have already done the prepays for that one. So we will not double charge you. That would be bad. But we're keeping an eye out on these things when we as we can when we can. But boy, this Mark Brooks cover, reimagining the cover of Captain America Comics #1, where he punches Hitler in the face, well before the USA joined World War II, because comics have never, ever been political. What else we got here? I know a lot of people are excited that the Fantastic Four omnibuses are coming back into print. This one's going to have, it's going to have your Galactus stuffs. It's going to have your Black Panther stuffs. It's going to have your Silver Surfer stuffs. It's going to be freaking great. And these Jen Bartel covers for Women's History Month are just phenomenal. I super, super love them. They just pop so hard. And I just, really good. We also have King in Black, Spider-Man. #1s for all of you Spider-Mans is up there. It doesn't really have much about it other than it's being written by the Black Cat writer, Jed McKay. And it just says, all webbed up with no place to go. They can get away with this because it is a Spider-Man thing in a Venom book. So y'all know if you want this, and y'all know if you don't want this. It's just kind of how it goes. And I'm hoping it's rad, as it tends to be. I like that they're continuing with Epic Collections. If you ever wanted to know about Namor right from the start, well, you got some of that here. And Namor has always been a classic jerk. Just a real ding-dong the whole time. That gorgeous Spider-Woman Jen Bartel cover. They're doing such a good job with that. If you still don't have yourselves a Star Wars High Republic #1, we got some 4th printings that are available. We also have 3rd printings still available in the store. So demand on that is cooling a little bit, which is good because we can get some more people in on that story. And the new Ultraman book is coming out, following up on one that came out earlier here. It's based off of a Japanese property, and yeah, it's as I will say with stuff that happens over here. It's about a good fight boy who's trying to do a good thing, fighting like weird kaiju monsters and such. I don't mean any of that facetiously, because I genuinely do like good fight boys. Like, why would I read a lot of comics if I didn't? So some good stuff there. Dynamite, we always kind of skim through here because they always offering like a gajillion covers for a single book. And this isn't even all the covers that you can get. Qualified variants often don't show up on here. So this probably has about 20 covers. Dynamite. They do things to excess. I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but the Expanse series that they've been doing in comics has been wonderful. This one is definitely based well within the TV continuity. And the Orcs book was really cool if you're into fighty people in a D&D setting. The Power Rangers Draken New Dawn collection is out. If you don't know who Lord Draken is, that is A-OK. Just know that there's another reality where Tommy kind of steered into the skid of turning into a bad dude, and then another version of Kimberly who goes around murdering Power Rangers. It's some wild stuff, folks. If any of that intrigues you, the current Power Rangers comic books have been really awesome. You can start out from way back in the beginning. I think they started 3-4 years ago. There's some new ones now, but yeah, just all of that is wild, and I kind of love it. What's we got here? There's Cinema Purgatorio collection that's coming out. This features a lot of different creators. Actually, no, this is the specific Alan Moore stuff from the Cinema Purgatorio collection. So if you want some more Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill, the folks that did the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, this is the place that you're going to end up being. Bequest. is a new Aftershock book. Welcome to the high fantasy world of Tangia, a land where wizards and warriors battle dragons in dark, dank dungeons, where thieves pillage ancient ruins and priests answer the audible words of their great gods. Welcome to Chicago, Illinois, where the magical items from Tangia are being traded on the black market and are messing everything up. Now, a group of Tangia adventurers must go undercover in our modern world to stop artifacts and monsters from falling into the wrong hands. But how will they fare in a world without wizards and warriors? A world without heroes? This is from Tim Seeley, who has done Dark Red and Brilliant Trash for Aftershock, and Freddie E. Williams II, who was the artist on the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover stuff. Which, yeah, that stuff was wild. I really enjoyed the Batman TMNT crossover stuff because they went for it. They went for it hard and they went for it good. Count is from Ibrahim Mustafa, who is an artist that I really like. We may or may not have talked about this before, but it is a sci-fi reimagining of The Count of Monte Cristo, framed for treason and wrongfully imprisoned at the hands of a jealous rival and a corrupt magistrate. Redzin Samad escapes his hovering prison colony, hell-bent on retribution, given a map of from his dying jail companion to the location of a stolen cache of union credits large enough to make him wealthy beyond his imagination. Samad concocts a plan to exact revenge on those who conspired to let him rot in his cell. Hollow Heart number 2. I'm super excited about this one because I really enjoyed the first one. It is self-described as a queer monster love story between Mateo and Elle, the essential creature person in this giant mech suit. It's super wonderful, really sad, really touching, and quite lovely. But yeah, it's about kind of people reaching out and trying to find some connection in some weird sci-fi circumstance. Just really, really good. The Invader Zim comics are still coming out quarterly. These are absolutely phenomenal. They are essentially show ran by Jonan Vasquez, the creator of Invader Zim. And man, if you ever were just like, hey, I could use more Invader Zim, highly recommend grabbing those comics because they did a phenomenal job putting them together. Maria Lovett's Aeropsyche number 1 is coming out. This is a republication of some of her original work. You might know her from Faithless and Luna, that's out right now. And as one of Danica's absolute favorite artists. This one is about La Rosa's female boarding school is paradise for young girls, but only if you know the rules, because if you disobey them, you can end up expelled or even worse, dead. Sarah and Silje are 2 students learning the rules of the school, which includes classes every day and the casting of curses and spells by night. A love develops between the 2, which is tender but threatens to break under the weight of a dark society within La Rosa. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. And they've got their Harry Potter homage cover, which is pretty fun. I'm excited for Martian Ghost Centaur. Why? Because, as it says here, it is about Martian Ghost Centaur. Like, what? How can you go wrong with something like this? It is a very long description. We'll get through. The town of Southborough used to be a major tourism destination, drawing folks from all over the country in hopes that they'd spot the famous Sasquatch, reportedly seen in the town many times over the years. But it's been ages since anyone spotted the Squatch, and tourism is starting to dry up. A tech company called Startup.com, brackets, a startup that helps people start their own startups. Oh my God, decides to begin buying up all the places all over town in order to build their techie headquarters, driving out the local town people. Luckily, Southborough is home to Louis O'Connor, firm believer in the Sasquatch's existence and all-around mega Squatch fan. When Louis' dad's restaurant, Squatch Burger, starts to go under and fall prey to the techie startup, Louis and her best friend Felix decide they'll do whatever it takes to save the small town from losing all of the people and the places that make it so special, in hopes that convincing people that the Sasquatch is real and to drive in tourism, Louis and Felix plan an elaborate hoax and able to save the town from the .com takeover. So yeah, it's basically using some cryptids to stop a tech firm from taking over a small town. I am all for this. Let's do it. Let's do it every day, all day. Sabrina Something Wicked trade is coming out. This is the second volume of the Kelly Thompson, Veronica Fish, Sabrina the Teenage Witch series, which is basically YA Sabrina the Teenage Witch, just filled with like a whole bunch of awesome magic and whatnots. Super gorgeous. Definitely in that Harry Potter realm that I would recommend to y'all. And camp, secrets of camp, whatever. 11-year-old Willow doesn't want to go to her dad's weird old summer camp any more than she wants her family to move to the weird old town where that camp is located. But her family and fate itself seems to have plans of their own. Soon, Willow finds herself neck deep in a confounding mystery involving stolen snacks, suspected vampires, and missing campers, all shrouded in a sinister fog that hides a generation of secrets at camp, whatever it's called. Chris Grain is the artist and writer behind this. He did the recent adaptation of the first Animorphs book into graphic novels, which has been super freaking wild and fun. What else you got? Toys and models we don't generally do, and collectibles we don't generally do. So I think that's actually it for this week. So a relatively quick one here. Hopefully y'all got some cool stuff out of that. And yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, I hope that this is a good resource for everybody to go through what they need to know before final orders are due. Of course, we need to know any of those that you would like by Sunday at 5 p.m. so that I can work on them and make sure that you get everything that you need by the time I need to submit orders. So yeah, very important. Also to note, if you ever want to drop something, this is also a deadline as well. We are always perfectly okay with folks dropping books, because if you're buying stuff and you're not really feeling it, that doesn't help anybody, right? If buying comics becomes a burden to you, if you're just like, oh, I just kind of get this out of inertia, that's more than okay to just let us know that, hey, this one's not doing it for me anymore, and we can let that drop off. And if you do it before the final order cutoff, then it saves us from doing the order and you having to grab a book that you're just not quite caring for. So thank you all for watching. I'll be back here next week at about 3 to 5 p.m. As usual. Our next show is, of course, the Eggs and Bacon on Monday. That starts at 3:05 as well. That's when we're talking about some pop culture news, including all of the wild things that have been announced the last couple of days, especially in the world of comics. There's been a Comics Pro mini convention online that has been spitting out all kinds of wild information. Of course, Tuesday nights are our new releases show, where we were talking about new releases. And this coming Tuesday, we're going to show you, we're going to unbox one of the boxes that has our exclusive Department of Truth trade paperback covers. You will be getting them from us, and pretty much only us and the folks that we distribute it to, because we have a few friendly retailers that we're gonna get some cool product to. So yeah, and then next Thursday we will be talking about the movie Face Off, because I've never seen it before, and it is on a free streaming service called Tubi. That's going to be at 9:10 p.m. We don't watch those movies live, but we do talk about them live. So if you got thoughts about Face Off and about me seeing Face Off for the first time, definitely pop in at 9:10 next Thursday. As always, thank you all for watching, and we will see you when we see you.